So Donald Trump arrived to a very furious South Korea, furious at Donald Trump and his regime for kidnapping South Koreans at a battery factory that Hyundai was building in Georgia. The people in South Korea were protesting Donald Trump in Seoul. We previously showed you those videos, and the president of South Korea had made a number of powerful statements about the damage that Donald Trump had done to that nation and to its people. So Donald Trump's speech was high stakes, and he blew it. This was one of the worst speeches I've ever seen. At his speech in South Korea, Donald Trump did an imitation of Prime Minister Modi from India, and Donald Trump starts to do this bizarre impression and says, like, "No, we will fight." It's very strange, and this is what Donald Trump was doing, and the audience was very quiet. It was an audience of CEOs looking at Donald Trump with disgust, like he's a grotesque creature, if you will. Here, play this clip.
Tell you what, Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, oh, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa, this is the same man that I know.
Then Donald Trump tries to relate to the audience right there, and he talks about how doing business deals, it's a bit different than dealing with nations, and he talks about how sometimes you want to rip people's hearts out. Play this clip.
I've heard that all the time, and I never really believed it, I'll be honest. I said, oh, you make a great deal. The best deals are deals that work for everybody, especially when you're talking about nations. You know, when you're talking about nations, it really is a little bit different than you're doing a business deal and you want to just rip their hearts out, right? These guys know what I mean. They've ripped out so many hearts. But when you have nations, it's a little bit different, you know? It's you gotta all balance out a little bit.
Donald Trump appeared completely out of energy at some points, visibly and audibly struggling to talk during this recent Asia trip. He seems to have put the nail in the coffin on this "could you run for a third term" sort of thing. But the broader question is, does this sound like a president whose brain is working? Here is Donald Trump with another impenetrable word salad about being welcomed and what this means for the United States. This was in South Korea, Donald Trump's last stop before coming back to the United States. I don't know what he's talking about here. I just don't know what he's trying to say.
In the meantime, what you've done is amazing. What you've, first of all, the welcome and the beautiful honor you bestowed on me as the only American president. That's really a great tribute to our country. Not to me, it's a great tribute to our country, but I had it focused toward you as opposed to against you, which some people did.
Right. I had it focused towards you as opposed to against you, which some people did, sir.
What you've done and what you've created, what you've done in really a very short period of time, relatively speaking, is amazing. It's really amazing. And you're working with us now on.
These are events that must really push the Korean interpreters doing live interpretation.
Trump's body odor shocked all of South Korea. He arrived in South Korea with an unmistakable smell, becoming almost the center of attention. His deteriorating health, including sphincter dysfunction, made him particularly awkward in public. Protests erupted in the streets of South Korea, with people holding signs to express their discontent. During a bilateral meeting, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung nearly fainted from the stench. The air was thick with the odor. Staff members blinked frequently, and photographers had to keep their distance. Insiders revealed that Trump had eaten durian pizza before events, which had caused several embarrassing incidents. Upon entering the venue, one staff member couldn't bear it and left early. During his visit to Japan, a fly kept buzzing around him. He waved it away but couldn't get rid of it. Some joked that his odor served as a navigation system for the fly. Although 80 years old, he still indulges in junk food, especially hamburgers, pizza, and cola. 10 cups of cola and 10 hamburgers a day damaged his stomach and intestines, and he also lost control of his sphincter. Every public appearance of his is like a reality show, with netizens and the media discussing every detail of him.
Today, Trump was in South Korea, where he was dismayed to learn that the hot demon hunter babes are in fact not real people. But don't worry, he still got a warm welcome, and the South Koreans even honored our rich American heritage.
Overnight, President Trump touching down in South Korea, greeted with the YMCA on the tarmac.
Unbelievable. The Village people must be so proud that their song became America's official presidential anthem. To think, when they wrote it, they just wanted to make a jaunty tune about getting railed at the gym. But this is how it's been at every stop on the trip. Trump arrives, they throw a big party for him, then they immediately try to buy his affection with gifts. So South Korea, what do you got?
Korean President Lee lavishing Trump with gifts, including a replica of a golden crown.
We present this old crown to you on this joyous occasion of your state visit to Gyeongju.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Wow, a golden crown. What a lovely, thoughtful gift for our president. South Korea, can I just talk to you over here real quick? Hey, South Korea, what the are you doing? Seriously. All right, we have been trying real hard over here to gently steer our president away from the whole king thing. And then you come along all, hey, President Trump, check out this cool crown. Try it on. Take it home with you. Not helping. Please, just give them a sack of money like a normal country and stop up our shit. Everything's great. We were just having a little chat.
Donald Trump's mental decline is once again on full display, this time in South Korea. Out of absolutely nowhere, he starts talking about the Prime Minister of India, saying he's a great-looking guy and would like to have your father, whatever that's supposed to be. Just take a look at this.
Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, oh, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa, this is the same man that I know.
I mean, that was pure gibberish. There's no coherent thought, no context, and no point being made. That's the kind of incoherent rambling that leaves you wondering if he even remembered what the sentence started with. When somebody in a position of power speaks this way, especially on the global stage, it's not just embarrassing, but it's also alarming. We've seen him get progressively worse over the past couple of months. It's very obvious there is something wrong. And I'd like to bring up a point that this journalist made about Trump's MRI scans. Trump is 6 months from his last physical and last MRI. He is 3 months from his disappearance on Labor Day. 6-month MRIs are used to monitor severe progressions of Alzheimer's or vascular dementia. 3-month follow-ups are used after a stroke. No non-serious conditions require anyone to get a 6-month MRI. He mentions the president's currently disclosed conditions do not merit a 6-month MRI. So the question is, did he have a stroke, dementia, or Alzheimer's? After hearing his recent speeches, it's very obvious there is something wrong with Donald Trump, and the general public deserves answers.
Why did Trump appear so unhappy during his visit to South Korea? No one realized that 3 actions by South Korean Prime Minister Lee Jae-myung had greatly displeased him. On the red carpet in Gyeongju, South Korea, Trump walked slowly, his brow furrowed, and he barely smiled. The media speculated, what exactly made Trump look so unhappy? First, when Trump arrived in South Korea, compared to the red carpet procession in Malaysia, South Korea only sent its foreign minister to greet him, reducing the size of the welcoming party by 2/3. This stark contrast infuriated Trump, who felt that South Korea had not respected him. Secondly, just before Trump arrived in South Korea, anti-Trump demonstrations erupted in the streets of Seoul. Protesters accused him of robbery in forcing South Korean investment in the U.S., turning what was originally intended as a display of his second term's achievements into an embarrassing situation. Finally, Trump demanded that South Korea relinquish ownership of some of the land on large military bases for U.S. troops stationed in South Korea and increase its defense cost sharing to $10 billion. But South Korea directly refused. This direct attitude rendered Trump's position powerless. So, why do you think Trump is unhappy?
Hi my guy, welcome back to this channel. Once again, if you are turning in, please do also like, comment and share, and turn on the bell notification. That's which time I upload new video, be the first to be notified. So my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. But the clip of video that you watched, I know that you have understand everything. Since Donald Trump become the president of America, everything has been scrambled, everything is going down. In fact, people are finding it so difficult to like him like before. Now he went to South Korea and he went there to embarrass himself. This is so somehow. Oh my God, the whole Donald Trump of the United States of America. Look at what he's passing through because of his administration and every other thing, and he doesn't seem to make things right for his people that voted him. All of them are still crying, regretting their vote. So you that watch this clip of video, what do you have to think about Donald Trump and all the things that is going on in the world, not only in America, the whole world, because it's also affecting other countries? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and once again, if you have not remembered to subscribe, please hit the subscription button and stay tuned to this channel. See you guys in my next video. Thank you.